just one stop out on OKLO.
Test mic. All right, good morning, everyone. It's October 22, 2024, 9:37 in the morning. Just looking at AMD, and let's see what the market is going to give us today. AMD just had a massive drop from 156 to 153. I'm looking for a reversal here. SPY also just had a pullback too of $3. So I'm interested in doing a long with AMD once we reach that support. So right now we do get some support at 153.13. So I'm interested in getting long on this trade. So just gonna be doing a long trade on AMD. Looks like we do have a support there. So doing a long on AMD, tight stop loss here, which is the low of the day. Okay, test mic. Just want to make sure that everything is connected here. So AMD now, just having a long trade. We do have that pullback. Test mic. Just want to make sure that everything is connected here. Alright, pullback on AMD. Stop loss here is the low of the day, which is 153. Now, just having a long trade. We do have that pullback. Let's see, SPY as well. That pullback was bought at 153.4. That is a lot of volume there. So thoughts are adding to this position versus just keeping the position right now. We do have some support that's happening. There is a volume that's starting to start in the ask, so that's very bullish. So just building up my position here with AMD to the long. There is a bunch of orders sitting at the bid here, so that can also be very bearish. So that's why I'm monitoring this one closely. Not a lot of volume there. SPY is just at the VWAP, so expect some consolidation to happen here. SPY do have a support here. Our trade is not gonna work in our favor if SPY loses or retest that support right there. So far, we are respecting that support at 153.57. Just another add there with AMD. So just building up that position, looking at the 5 minutes. 5 minutes, this is the first green candlestick on my chart, the white candlestick. So we are stuck in that range. Still that 153.51 acting as a support there. Volume is dying here, so I don't like that factor, just because if there's no volume, then expect some more consolidation to happen. I am not going to be trading for a long time today, just before 10, because I do have a meeting at 10. So let's see what the market will give us then. We do have a resistance at 154.06. Also, our VWAP is at 154.25. So right now, our trade is working in our favor. That is expected. We do have that moving average right there. Now, a little bit of resistance at that moving average at 154.13. SPY here is doing the same thing. Still just at the VWAP. Just a bunch of consolidation with SPY. And AMD here, we are now at the moving average. So let's look at level 2. Still not a lot of volume bar there. Even the 5 minutes still is locking the volume bar. So some rejection happened at that resistance, 154.11. Looking at the 5 minutes, 5 minutes is strong. We are at the VWAP at the 5 minutes. The resistance that we're trying to break off of is 154, which we are heading there because now we do have stacks of orders sitting at the ask at 154.30. So waiting for another leg up here. So the thing that we get to see here is a lot of sellers came through, but buyers step up and bought that price, and that's why we created this wick here. So now we are retesting the VWAP. SPY is looking good right now. We are at least above the VWAP. SPY is retesting the high of the day, and that will help our AMD trade here. So AMD is still consolidating here, and the 5 minutes looking good. 1 minute having a little bit of a pullback. We still don't have the volume bar. We're still waiting for that volume bar there. All right, SPY just had another rejection at the high of the day. Let's see if AMD will be able to respect this support at 153.92. Bunch of orders sitting at ask. Rejection again. There is tons of orders sitting at the bid as well. So I don't like that fact, as well as what SPY is doing right now. SPY is having a little bit of a pullback from the high of the day. So the resistance that we're trying to break off of is 154.17. And the 5 minutes, we do have less than 2 minutes before another 5 minutes candlestick form. Another rejection right there at the volume, that moving average 154.06. All right, SPY still at the VWAP. Another rejection. Let's see if this is going to test the support. The support that we created here is 153.72. All right, so we just finished this second 5-minute candlestick. Considering this, it's the third. So now we are an inside bar of this candlestick right here, and retesting that resistance 54.16, and it is gonna break that resistance. We do have 54.18 here, stocks of order. There is a wall at 53.90, and SPY now is retesting the high of the day, so that's helping our trade here. Created a new high of the day for SPY, and AMD here looking nice. So waiting for another push higher for AMD, and let's take some partial with AMD. We are at the VWAP. Our initial target there is the VWAP, so we took some partial. All right, so now looking at SPY having another pullback. Just took another partial with AMD. And let's see. All right, so I'm all out of AMD. I don't like that big rejection that happened here, and a stack of, wow. So AMD just stopped me out, but it is still heading higher. But we made our day today, not a home run trade, just because that little bit of a shakeout that happened there got us all out, because I had my stop loss at break even, and of course as soon as we took some partial here, then it stopped me out. So yeah, done for the trade today. Let's see if I can manage to have another trade with the next 5 minutes, because I have a meeting at 10. Nvidia having a pullback now. Apple, Google very strong. What else? And AMD. So AMD, we were able to make a profit of AMD from 153.69 all the way to 154.22. So almost like 80 cents there, if my math is right. But yeah, we are done for the day with AMD. So AMD is looking strong now, but I don't like the fact that AMD do have a lot of orders sitting at the bid. So that order sitting at the bid there, big order in 154, so that can just flush down at 154 as well. But considering that I do have a meeting at 10, I will cut this short and do our recap. So good morning everyone. It's October 22, 2024, and 9:48 in the morning. So we are just a couple of minutes into the trading day. We traded, let's see, 9:35 to 9:45 today, so 10 minutes trade, and we got 1800 for the day. So I do have a meeting at 10. That's why I do have to make a quick trade and then be done for the day. And that's the good thing about day trading. You don't have to be stuck in your computer all day long. You can do a bunch of things that you want, and that's the reason why I went into day trading, because I do have other things going on, investing in real estate and some sort of meeting on the side. So for today, we traded only AMD. What I saw with SPY is heading to that moving average in the daily. So SPY had a little bit of a pullback from all-time high of 586, had a little bit pullback, and now at that moving average 580.45. Now with that 580.45, it's hard to trade with this kind of SPY, which is a range bound kind of day. So if SPY is giving you this range bound kind of day, then expect other specific stocks like AMD, Nvidia to be on that range bound kind of day. So among the stocks that we were watching, I was watching AMD closely just because the thing that caught my attention is we do have this consolidation at the daily, But what I can see here is the 15 minutes. 15 minutes had a massive drop. So AMD with a massive drop of from 156.73 all the way to 153.08. So right at the get-go, we're talking about more than $3 drop with AMD. AMD do get to have that support when we get to have that price range $4 to $6. Sometimes, especially as a technical trader, we to look at our support and resistance. So support and resistance is the big factor there. So what I've been seeing in AMD daily, we do have that support that happened at 153.02. If that is the case, I look at a lower time frame, and the 15 again is $3 move. The 5 minutes, we can see here the first green candlestick, or in my case, the first white candlestick. So the first white candlestick, looking at even a lower time frame, looks like this. So it looks like we are heading for a support. So support was made by AMD at 153.02. So this, as soon as I saw that there is this support, two things that you have to have in mind in placing a trade is where is going to be my entry and where is my stop loss. So stop loss 153.04, wheeling up to 153. So wheeling up to go to like a 0.04. And I saw that it's going higher high, higher low. The only thing that I don't like is the volume bar is not being supported by that move. So I know that I am into heading to a consolidation part, and I would need to pack my patience. So I went long, added to my position. What I saw here is at the pullback, AMD is being bought. So buyers are stepping in at the pullback. I can tell that because of this wick. So you have to imagine what's happening behind the wick. What happened there is sellers tried to push this down and then buyers bought it. That's why we created that wick at the bottom. So when I saw that buyers are stepping in, we do have some momentum for this to shoot up. So that's when I added to my position, added to my position, and we were analyzing this resistance at that time. And of course, now our support is at this time because that level is not being broken. So when I saw that, and the thesis is being supported as we go along with the trade, that's the time that I was adding my position. So that's the thing about trading as well. You don't want to go in all out with your trade. You want to have some confirmation. I did not went all in with a big shares just because I am lacking the volume bar. So, but when I saw that there's a wick, the low of the candlestick is getting higher, and those wicks indicates that seller steps in, buyers was able to push that all the way up. That's the time that I added to my position, and I was looking back and forth at SPY as well. SPY is creating a new high of the day, although we did find some resistance, a new high of the day, hence SPY got a rejection at the high of the day. So that's the reason why, how come I was aggressive in partialing, because the SPY tells me that it is not a strong kind of a day. So when we reached all the way up to the VWAP, which is my target, I started partialing. So that's 154.2, partial there, and then it retested the VWAP again, another partial, and then at this time my stop loss is at break even. Of course, it just stopped me out before it went up again, but it's just consolidate. So at this point, since I do have a meeting at 10, I will not trade any more stocks, but it looks like AMD is just heading for consolidation. Now I won't be recommending to open a trade at this point because this is just in VWAP. This can go anywhere, especially that SPY is just retesting the high of the day as well. You are at the edge of trading this one if you caught this one early, and that is using the 5 minute candlestick. What I keep doing is going just back and forth, the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, just because I want to see the volume bar happen in the 1 minute, and that's why I keep flipping between the 5 and the 1 minute. So the 1 minute, I use the volume bar. The 5 minutes, I use the candlestick. And of course, I use the 15 minutes as well as the daily. Because for a day trader, the highest time frame that we can do is the daily. Yeah, you can look out, weekly, but that's not giving you the edge to trade. So at this point, AMD still is heading higher high, higher low, but we'll end the day with 1800. Fine, that's totally fine for me. 10 minutes of trade and we're done with our day. So let me know in the chat what you guys are trading and if you guys want me to analyze any of the stocks that you're currently looking at. I do have remaining 4 minutes. And for those of you who are new in day trading, we day trade live every Tuesday. So we'll do this again next Tuesday at the market open at 9:30. And we pick the stocks that we want to analyze. We do a quick trade. And the trade that we like, the day that we like is the one and done. So for today, we'll call it a one and done, easy trade, 10 minutes trade, and we are done for the day. So for those of you who are asking on where to begin on how to day trade for a living, please feel free to check our website out. It's called thecourseunlocked.com. And in that website, you'll see what we're venturing out. For now, we're venturing out into real estate. We do have, diversified portfolio, and that's what we recommend for you guys to do as well. Real estate do give you some passive income as well as tax benefit. That's why highly recommended to try real estate as well. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Sorry that this is just a short video, but we'll do this again next Tuesday. Thank you, and I hope you guys had a green trading day. Bye for now.
Nothing will be cool. It's nice now. It is nothing will be cool.